couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground. And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Only needing 2 yards on second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. Kerry Hyder in on the stop. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tannehill on 3rd down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The point after through the raindrops, second good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best play.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On first down, Cottrell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. Touchdown! That's caught. Zach Davidson, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Quick slant to Brown.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2.
And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13th. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jeff Smith, 76 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gross now to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Cottrell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Cottrell. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. That's caught by McMath. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken from about the 12.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Cottrell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Butker now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
58's the mic. 3 buzz. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Going up top. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 48. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed. And a couple of things.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams bring tendency to do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here again is McKinnon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit. Now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental. Like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with a monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10.
But
I remember it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. Good footwork at the 30. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.